Hi, my name's Jill. I'm going to be giving you some quick and easy tips on how you can revamp your bachelor pad before inviting a woman over. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the living room. This is probably the first room that she's going to see, and this is where you're going to have some wine, maybe have some appetizers. So we want this room to be really, really cozy for her. So we're going to start right now. Voila. So what I find is that we have this great couch when you enter the room, but the couch is just really bare and it's just not really inviting. It's not sexy. There's no real sort of ambiance to the room. So if you bring in textiles, i.e. faux fur, like I've done here, put some cushions, some inexpensive cushions underneath on this beautiful chaise, and then put the faux fur over top, and it really just gives sort of an oomph to the room, all right? So it just makes it really a lot more inviting. I've got some twigs in the background. Again, so inexpensive. These twigs bring some life into this corner. It fills up empty spaces here and there. A great alternative to having plants. So we've brought in some of those cozy comforts here into the living room. So we've got our throw cushions. This is a really easy way to punch up the room with some color. I've chosen turquoise because of the black and the white, but what's great is that if you want red, if you want chocolate brown, whatever color you want to bring in, you can easily do it with an inexpensive cushion cover. So we've got our cushions, which also acts as extra seating if you're entertaining guests. I've brought in a mirror here, and this just really makes the room look bigger if you're in a small space, and it just adds again some of that sexiness to the room. I've got some candles, so you're gonna light those candles, dim the lights. Table trays are also great. You can use them for your cocktails. You can put them on the couch. If you have a soft surface, they're great for holding drinks and using them later on for food. And then again with the texture, another faux fur throw, as it's called. You can throw it on the couch, you can throw it on the floor. Who knows where the mood is gonna take you. So it's really nice to have something that's gonna make her feel comfortable. If she wants to cover up her legs, if she's getting chilly, if you don't have a fireplace, what a fantastic way to warm each of you up. All right, so obviously this lady is going to be using the bathrooms. You want to make sure that it's sparkling clean. You want to bring in some comforts. You want to bring in a nice mat for her, you know, for her feet. You want to bring in clean towels. You want to have a nice cozy house coat for her to put on in case it evolves into a sleepover. You want to make sure that the bathroom is spotlessly clean and decluttered. So you're going to put away a lot of your products, hide them underneath the sink, and showcase just a few things like maybe some candles instead. Your cologne is fine, these sorts of things, but you don't have to showcase every single product that you own. Have some nice hand soap that she can wash her hands with, and then of course they're going to be wet, so you've got nice clean towels here. You've got a nice hand towel here. You always want your hand towel to be a darker shade than your regular towel so that you're not leaving marks on a nice white towel. I've decluttered the shelves here. Everything's clean, like I said. Women love to put on an oversized house coat when they get out of the shower or the bath, so depending on where your night leads or for possible nights in the future with this person, you want to have a robe. She's going to feel really comfortable. It's just going to make her feel like, God, I could actually stay overnight here, because that's what women do. When they come into a gentleman's place, it might not be that night per se, but they think to themselves, could I actually sleep over here? All right, so earlier we showed the clear shower curtain looking into the tub and showing all those products. So I've chosen a gray fabric shower curtain on the outside of your liner. So stick with your clear liner, but then add a nice solid piece to the outside, and it just hides everything. I've brought in some greenery. What a great way to pep up any room. I've got some bamboo here with the rocks. It sort of has that zen-like feeling. I've brought in a candle. We've got lots of clean towels here. Toilet paper. It puts a woman at ease when you come into the bathroom. It's like, oh my God, thank God he's got toilet paper. You've also got a nice clean rug on the floor. Again, really inexpensive. Face cloths. You want to make sure she's got a face cloth to wash her face off with. And then a mirror. What a great way. This was $20. You put up this mirror, all of a sudden, it's like, wow, this bathroom is really put together. Okay, now one thing that I forgot to mention, which I would like to mention now, in addition to the face cloth, is have some type of cleanser or soap that she can wash her makeup off with. Okay, a lot of the times I go into my clients' homes, most often, and they've got Irish Spring or they've got Lever 2000, and these soaps are great for you, but for her, she's not going to use these, you know, to take her makeup off with. Especially, she's not going to go near eyes with these products because they're just way too fragrant. So it's nice to have some sort of a neutral cleanser, and you can get these at your local drugstore. There's a lot of gender neutral products out there that you can use, and she will be so appreciative. Okay, so as you can see, I've decluttered the face of the fridge. So I just put all of those magnets, our schedules, everything else on the side of the fridge. So you can still have pictures of your loved ones, whoever those may be, but just put them off to the side. I've thrown down a rug as well on the floor here just to make it a little bit more comfortable and not so cold on your feet. You want to make sure that you have a lot of drink options. So not only do you want to have some sparkling water, I've got an import beer. Of course, this is totally up to you. I've chosen the Brahma. You've got filtered water, you've got some pop, and always have a bottle of white, champagne, and red. And you want to make sure these are ice cold, with the exception of the red, of course. So as soon as you get back from the liquor store, put everything in the fridge immediately, and it's best to do this the night before or the day before so that those items are ice cold. And we've got some great snacks. I've got a beautiful boursin cheese, some olives, some dates, and we've got some crackers. And you can also buy a baguette if you like and slice up your baguette. We've got salsa, chips and salsa. How easy is that? You've got hummus as well. You can buy this at your local grocery store. I've got some lemons and some limes for your mineral water or for your beer, and also fresh fruit for the morning. What are you going to feed this woman in the morning? You're going to say, oh, I'm so sorry, all I have is ketchup and mustard? No, you're going to say, you know what, I've got some fresh fruit, I've got some great coffee, and this is going to be able to tide you over, you know, while you get ready, and then you can go out for breakfast. But at least you have some of the basics ready to go. So you want to make sure you've got a good quality coffee. What's really nice, which she'll really be impressed by, is if you have some coffee liqueur. If you've got some Baileys or some Carolines, you want to have that on hand just because it is such a nice treat for the morning. Okay, well, Jackie, none of this really matters if the date doesn't go well, then you're not going to have an opportunity to bring this lovely lady back to your apartment. So thankfully, we have Jackie Brownridge from It's Just Lunch, the dating service for busy professionals. So what are some of the common mistakes that men make when they're out on a date?
And the number one thing that I hear about is Blackberries. You know, most people would say, oh, I would never have my Blackberry on a date. However, the number of women that call me back and say, you know, he was a really great guy. However, he kept getting emails all during lunch. You know, maybe he's just too busy for me. Another thing that I would say that also seems like common sense, but it's past relationships. Sometimes when there's a lull in the conversation, people go back to something that they're quite familiar with, and a lot of times it's old relationships. And if somebody asks you a specific question about it, be brief, be upbeat, be positive, but then move on. And another one, body image. Because my service is called It's Just Lunch, people go out for lunch. And you know, if the lunch menu comes to you and you say, this looks really good, but it's not on my diet, you know, that's definitely a no-no. Another thing that I'd have to say is listen, be engaging, ask lots of questions, but really listen to the answers and have the conversation spin off from there. Get to know them just as much as possible. Again, with our service, people call us and give feedback, and so all of these things that I've mentioned are things that I hear over and over and over again, which is why Jill and I have partnered up, because one lucky fellow is going to win the Bachellor Makeover Contest. And so in addition to a one-year membership to It's Just Lunch, Jill is going to give him a head-to-toe makeover, including his apartment.
Yes,
so Jill, take it from there.
Exactly. So it's the home run makeover, so everything to do with fashion, wardrobe, grooming, food, wine, and home decor. So really going through the Bachelor Balance checklist, seeing where this bachelor's out of balance, and getting him ready to go out on a dream date for Valentine's Day. And of course, Jackie's gonna take care of that portion. I
certainly am. Looking forward to it. So for details, go to www.itsjustlunchvancouver. Everything you need is there, and just a click away.
That's right. We're going to get this bachelor notice from the inside out, and we're just thrilled to do so.
Send him out for a dream date on Valentine's Day. There still is time.